everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, I want to share a story that begins quietly but stays in the heart long after it ends. Happy watching!
Ow. Don't forget to subscribe. I loved her quietly, the kind of love that never demanded attention. It lived in small gestures, in remembering how she liked her coffee, in walking slightly slower so she wouldn't fall behind. I never raised my voice about my feelings because I was afraid that if I spoke too loudly, the truth would scare her away. So I stayed gentle, patient, almost invisible, believing that love like this would last longer if it wasn't tested by noise. She never noticed how often I chose silence for her comfort. While the world around us moved fast, I learned her pauses, her moods, and the way her smile faded when she was tired of pretending to be okay. I was there in the background, steady and calm, thinking that being reliable was better than being dramatic. I told myself that love didn't need to be loud to be real, but quiet love is easy to overlook. While I was learning her habits, she was learning how to live without needing me. I mistook her comfort for connection, and her presence for commitment. Every time she leaned on me, I thought it meant something deeper, not realizing that sometimes people rest where it's safe, not where they plan to stay. I never fought for her attention because I didn't want to be a burden. I thought giving her space was proof of maturity. I let unanswered messages slide and explained away the growing distance with excuses that made sense only to me. Somewhere along the way, I convinced myself that patience was the same as love. Even when it started to hurt, the signs were there, but they arrived quietly, just like my feelings. Shorter replies, longer pauses, laughter that didn't reach her eyes anymore. I noticed everything, but said nothing. I was afraid that asking questions would turn my fears into reality, so I chose silence again, hoping time would fix what honesty could have healed. Then, I lost her loudly. Not in a dramatic argument or a heartbreaking confession, but in a moment that echoed far louder than words. She told me she had found someone who made her feel alive, someone who didn't wait, didn't hesitate, didn't love in whispers. And suddenly, my quiet devotion felt invisible. The world didn't stop when she left, but mine did. Every memory replayed at full volume, reminding me of everything I never said. The love I kept hidden became the regret I couldn't escape. I realized too late that staying silent doesn't protect your heart. It only teaches it how to break slowly. People told me I was too kind, too patient, too understanding. They said I deserved better, but those words didn't soften the loss, because loving quietly wasn't a weakness to me. It was who I was, and losing her loudly didn't change that. It only showed me how much I had given without ever asking for anything back. I started to question whether love should hurt this much. When it ends, maybe I wasn't wrong for loving softly. Maybe I was wrong for loving someone who needed noise to feel seen. Not everyone knows how to recognize gentle love, and not everyone is meant to stay with it. With time, the echoes faded. The lost stopped shouting, and my thoughts grew calmer. I learned that being quiet doesn't mean being invisible, and patience shouldn't cost you your voice. Love should be felt by both people, not carried by one in silence. I don't regret loving her the way I did. That love was real, honest, and deeply human. What I regret is not believing that my feelings mattered enough to be spoken. If I ever love again, I won't be afraid to let my heart be heard. I loved her quietly, and I lost her loudly. But somewhere between the silence and the noise, I found myself again. And this time, I'm learning to speak.